Yo, what's up, everybody? So today I have something to show. It's a Gasp and my normal ADS system. This is the standard version of it. Uh, so it's small in size because I retargeted the Gasp into the UE5 mannequin only, live retargeting and stuff. So it's only one single mannequin. So, in the project, see here, we have the sandbox character targeted to the U5 mannequin. Okay, and for the camera, I am using the normal camera system, which is also smooth in terms of transitioning from one state or one stance to another. So I will start by showcasing what is traversal also works. So once also it's replicated, by the way, application. Yeah, so we now have the first person, which is working perfectly even if you move your mouse faster on left and right or on your input. Person, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah. So now the point of this is the weapon part. So to access the weapon, it says down here, you need to press F to cycle, hold F to unequip held weapon, and press V to switch. So the aiming works seamlessly, also with rotation, even if you spam it, it's moving faster. So if I press V to switch, and with aiming, it works perfectly. Watching. then we have the wall trace, and then we have the laning. Okay, so nothing too fancy. This is the standard version. And then from here now, I'm going to show how you can adjust some values. So here we have some weapon class. We'll show you first of all with the shotgun because I've noticed there are some eye issues when you're in first person perspective. So I will start by addressing them. Let's say for example in first person he's not aiming and I've realized the weapon is at the center and also it's inside the mesh of the character, so it's easy to adjust the values. You need to go to the first person. Then we have aim setting local and an aim setting local. So this is what the local player sees and this is what the other player sees. So I'm going to offset the weapon more to the left, not to the right. So now if I equip it, as you can see the weapon is offset to the right, and also um, yeah, I think that's a little bit okay. And then I take it a little bit forward. I think by 10 should be good. Uh, no, that's too much. I think by 5. Five is good. I think this 10. Yeah, that looks good. So when he is aiming, it's like the weapon is inside the character. So when he is aiming, um, instead of taking it forward, it low by 5. So you see that fixes it, and then I think I should take it forward also by 5 so that it's not inside the character mesh. Uh, okay. So it will depend with what values you want. Uh, you can adjust it to your liking. For me, this kind of looks okay. Also, you can do the same. You can do the same with the with first person. Like you can do the same with everything. So this controls the first person, and then in that person you can also do the same based on what you might want. So for that person there is no local stuff, and there's no local stuff, and like what what you see it's what the other players see. Okay. So I'm going to show with another example of a weapon, an AK-74 here. So this AK-74, it is from the multiplayer FPS template. So that's why I'm only going to use it. It's going to be included. The gun is going to be included inside the standard project so that you can get to understand how I did set up the reload montage and the inspect montage, because there are some notifiers you will need in there, and also there are some approach you can use based on what you want as an individual. So let's get to into it. So here it's our AK-74 gun. In this one also has the same issues as the shotgun when aiming and when not aiming, like there's no difference. So we will start by fixing that. Again, you click on the ADS component and then um, 10, and I take it backwards because it's far. I think by -5. Let's see, 10. Yeah, 10 looks fair. You're aiming. When we are aiming, we can still pass on. Instead of 10, let's do 7. Then here we do -5. Right, yeah, that looks good. Different, right? Yeah. So when we are not aiming, um, now that's for the local player. I think we should take it down by 5. I feel like it's too high. Oh, 2.5. Yeah, kind of looks fair. So that even when he's moving, it doesn't look weird at all. That looks good. So, like I would say, the values are there for you to play with. adjust it to your preference. Yeah, so for the animation part now, the reason why I use this again, it's well, the animation is not replicated, which it's not that hard to replicate. Um, but at the moment it's not. We have two animations. So this weapon, the its animations are from UE4 mannequin. So Unreal Engine 5, unfortunately, as it's going up, it's like they are messing up the retargeting part. So when you try to retarget, they end up looking weird, and that's how it is somehow looking weird if you're kind of a person that you're more into details. Let me see if I can show you. So inspect animation and complete it. So if I inspect and somewhere you see the left hand looks kind of weird. Okay. So it's flawless. Either you switch aid. Okay, it's flawless. So let me disconnect this. Some of these animations they look good, like this reloading animation looks kind of good. Even when you're aiming. Also in first person. Okay. Yeah, so inside the montage, for example, for the reload, I am using an upper body. So by default, I somehow did find a way on how to add another bone for reload using the ELS overlay state. So if you want to do upper body blend instead of using left and right arm as your slots when you're reloading, you can do it here. So you can save this and then you do a layer blend per bone and then you use a spine same way as here. So this is the spine. I'm using spine 1. Okay. Uh, then there this to make sure that the weapon will move to a certain location when you're doing the animation, and this handles the weapon sway. So you have this notify states. So this one is just to disable the left hand IK, of which you don't need it if you're using upper body slot. You will need it if you're using the left and right slot. But disadvantage of using the left and right, it's that it won't disable the IK when you're reloading, because you will need to disable it. uh, you need to disable this fabric nodes so that you can move your weapon to where you want it to be. So I will mess it up so that you can see the difference. Let's say I just do here like 50 so that you can see the difference. So if I hit reload, you see the weapon goes too far. Okay, but it's supposed to be at 20 or 15 is good. The end of the day, it will depend with what you want as an individual. this one is 20, that's why it's a little bit far away. Yeah, so the transform fabric should start first and it should end last, and then um, for the weapon transform it should start second and then it should end first, and then this thing here, this handles the magazine part, because without this it doesn't look as accurate as possible. It looks kinda weird. Let me just show you. As you can see, the magazine is not correctly aligned to the hand. Okay, yeah, so with that notify state, I am using it to spawn a magazine mesh, attach it to the right hand, which to use this is optional. I attach it to the right hand, and then since this weapon asset, you can hide some parts like the AK-74. Compared to the AK-74, you get to set the material to be invincible. So the material that I am editing, it is on material 1. So this is the magazine. So I set it to invincible. Then I spawn the magazine, I attach it, and then when it finishes, so end material, I set it back to magazine. So this is the slot of where I'm attaching it. So that's what with setting up the animation montages so that you can achieve something good looking. So again, it will depend with the weapon asset that you're using as well as with the animations. So for the other part, this looks kind of weird. Okay, it looks kind of weird, right? Yeah, but if you decide to use right, then left, it looks better, right? Yeah, and it's accurate, by the way. It's accurate. Yeah. So what am I trying to say is, if you could, let's say, if you could, when you're doing your reload animations based on your project, would come and say when you're playing a reload montage, you have two separate montage for the first person and for the third person. So the first person montage, you will use the upper body slot, and then the third person montage, you will use the left and right slot, of which this override state must be there so that you can disable the left hand IK. And then you say while you are doing a reload animation, you cannot switch in between third person and first person. But if you use the upper body slot only, you can transition and you won't have any issue. Like it won't look weird. Okay, yeah, so that's another approach that you can use if you want that person to look kinda good and perfect. Okay, yeah, and also you can do a code that when you're doing the reload, the local player will see the first person montage if he's in first person, and then the other player will see the third person montage so that it looks that good if it's a multiplayer game. So this at the moment it's not replicated. I'm just using BPI events to call reload and to call inspect uh, inside here. So I'm just getting the held gun and then I'm calling those. Yeah, all these are example, nothing too special there. Those are just examples. I don't think I've forgotten to show anything. How long have I taken? Oh, 25 minutes. Yeah, so I plan to take like 1 hour. So another thing that we have here is if it's a modular. So what I am doing is that if it's a modular gun, you're going to use this here. So I am setting them here. Like if I clear this, you see this part is gone. Yeah, so if you're using an asset like SGK, you can use this so that inside the SGK attachments, you can only use the ones that you want to change on runtime when your people are playing your game. Okay, so maybe the grip or the stock and the magazine. But sadly, this weapon pack, you will still have to like take it to Blender and then maybe make the magazine a separate mesh and such. Okay. Yeah, so that's what is modular does, and also it is responsible of which this is the side socket. So if it's a modular gun, it's going to use a side socket of base front sight 1. So base front sight 1. This one has the optic endpoint. You cannot use one on the mesh simply because the root bone, the rotation is fucked up. Okay, this rotation by default it's supposed to be straight, but this is fucked up kinda. You cannot use it. Why you have to use an attachment, of which it's a front sight. So in future, I will do a video tutorial on how to integrate this into survival game kit, and also I will do another one into, yeah, I'll do with several assets out there that I can get my hands to. For now, I only own the survival game kit. So that's up with the modular, and then we have use left hand IK. Our shotgun uses the left hand IK, but if I take it, it will be active. As you can see, it is active, meaning you can adjust the location of the which hand is this? The left hand to your liking. So for the use blend pose now, what I'm actually doing is that all of this, no, not there, yeah, here. So these animations are the normal overlay animations for the ELS. So these animations, when you tick use blend pose, it means these animations will be played on the lower body, and then your animations, which are these ones, will be played on the upper body. So advantage with my system is that you don't need to have two animations. You can only use one animation, and you can only use one animation as your aim pose and as your an aim pose, as you can see here. And then once you use it as your aim pose and an aim pose, you can come can come here in the anim graph. Then you come here, and then you take your an aim post or your aim post that you're using. Uh, you insert it inside here, and then you connect this here, so it will use that. Okay. I see. And then you come here. You don't you don't edit this. You only edit this. That one looks okay. Yeah, this needs to be at 0, 0, 0. Yeah, so this they correct the elbow, and this is for the transform. So you can click on this, and then based on the post that you want to use, let's say I do 60. I also rotate it to this side a little bit. That is good. Will depend with where you want to put it, right? And then the elbow is wrong, so this is the elbow, I think left. No, is it? It's the elbow right. Elbow is this now. Yeah, it's the elbow left. So from it, you can click on the white thingy here and then try and play with it until you get the right position that you can use. Let me reset it and start again. Adjusting is not that easy, especially for 70. So you can adjust the elbow if you're aiming for perfection. And then I will also adjust the elbow of the right hand. Okay, that's good. This one I will rotate a little, then I will take it back. At the end of the day. So I think that is good for me. So 5, I will do here 0, do here 7. This one I'll do 0. I'll do 30. I will do 60. I will do 70. These are 60. Oh no, 50, 55. I will do 5. This I will do 5. 5. I'll do 10. Okay, yeah. So from the looks of it, well, looks okay. Okay. So once I'm done, we have weapon transform. This I will come to the AK-74. Then we have gasp, procedural, and aim. So that person and aim weapon transform. So I will start with the location, which is this translation. Then I will come to location. That's it. Then I will now come to the elbow left. I will copy the location. Oh, elbow left. So TP and aim. Elbow left correction. It isn't here. Okay, third person and aim elbow left correction. Then this one here. Copy this. So this is elbow right. So I'll look for that person and aim elbow right correction and paste it here. So now if I go back and connect this here, then I equip the gun. As you can see, I have procedurally created an aim pulse for my AK-74. Okay. So we've moved from the value that was there to this new value here that looks good. Just to show you that it's possible and nothing is affected negatively. Everything is still okay. So you can do this with all type of weapons. It doesn't matter. The procedural and aim is there, so you don't need it in first person because you're just using one animation. Okay. But in first person, what you can do elbow correction. Like if you don't like this elbow when you're aiming, you can pretty do the same. Like you connect this and then you come here, you reset all of these values, and then once you're done, elbow correction thingy, and then you're done. You're done with it. Okay, then you're done with it. So nothing is fucked up. And by the way, also that is replicated. So meaning they will see the same thing. Yeah, good thing is also you can use this for your AI. Yeah, so I will also do another tutorial integrating smart AI into this. Yeah. So, where was I? So that is when you're using blend pause, and then you combine the use blend pause with the procedural and aim if you happen to not have an aim animation. So for example, this asset doesn't come with an aim animations compared to this shotgun. It has an aim animation. So here, as you can see, this is aiming animation and this is an aim animation. But still, it was looking kind of weird, especially when you're moving. So I did have to still combine the still I had to combine, what is it? Still I had to combine the procedural and aim, which we have the elbow R correction when you're aiming. Yeah, so this one I'm using correction of the elbow when you're aiming because without it, it looks weird. So you see the right elbow looks good now, but without the elbow correction, I will just delete it. You see, it looks kind of weird, even on the other guys. Okay, so I will now Control Z to return the value. So now, as you can see, the elbow looks at least good. Okay. Yeah. So if anyone might be having a question with why is it glitchy when you're doing the aim offset, but on the client, uh, it's because of how I am replicating it. I don't know if it's the right way, but if you have a better way than mine, this is where you will get it. So here it is. So I am replicating it this way because if I don't do it this way, and let's say I decide to use also this replicate rotation. Here it is. I'm getting control rotation, then delta rotator, and then I am now replicating it here so that I can use it for my yaw aim offset, same way as the control rotation. Not doing this, it is working only on the local client and the server, but the other clients don't see things. Using this is the right way because it's smooth, it is not glitching, but I am only doing it locally. Inside here, let's calculate aim offset pro. So here it is, locally controlled. I'm using this. So this is how I am getting my yaw instead of using this because using this you don't get a good yaw. It is my yaw rotation. See here. Using this, I don't get a good yaw. Okay, so that answers that. So then should ADS I am using it on some items that don't need the ADS at all. So for example, the this touch here, it doesn't need the ADS at all. Uh, doesn't need the ADS at all. So, but still, it's working as you would expect it to. Yeah, but if I use ADS, it's going to fuck it up. So ADS, um, say it's looking weird. Okay. Yeah, so some items don't need shield ADS at all. For an aim when Waltress, what this does, it's when there's a Waltress in front of the character and he's aiming, he's going to an aim. Um, I think I will do an example. Let's see with that, how this it will look, because mostly I've only used it on the bow. Yeah, you see, it's an aiming when there's a Waltress. Okay. So if he detects a Waltress, let's say for example, instead of using the procedural Waltress, you want to use the same an aim pose, then you can use that. So it will unaim on Waltress. But if you untick it, it is going to use this instead. So at the end of the day, it will depend with what you want to use. And I don't think this looks perfect when you're looking downwards. Yeah, it doesn't look perfect when you're looking downwards. Looks bad, looks terrible. Okay. So I am using it only on the bow because for the bow it looks good regardless of where you're looking at. Let's check out. See? Oh yeah, it looks bad. Ow. Doesn't look good at all. Yeah, so maybe in the next update I should find a way to at least use this value here. Because with its value, it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, should do that as well. So, now what? So that is an aim or wall rest. And then we have the camera settings. So the camera settings, it's just the normal stuff. We are using bow at the moment. I will do it with the bow. So, it's camera settings. So for this, it's just normal stuff, nothing too fancy. Like you can tell when you're aiming, for now I've edited the arm length. So if I do 300, it will go too far when you're aiming. See? Okay. By default is 300. So these ones are for the socket offset. So we have lane camera settings. Yo, I forgot this is not supposed to be sequence. So we have lane camera settings for the left and for the right. Like when you can say when you're leaning right, I want the camera length to be longer. So you see, this is close, this is okay. So it does the same thing with the normal camera length. And then we have the wall trace. So this is the angle of when you either no, this is the angle of when you're looking down. So by 20 degrees, it's going to do a wall trace. And then here you have the in top speed. Uh, like how fast do you want it to in top? So I will use, let's say it can work. First person. See, it's doing it slowly because I've lowered the value to 5. By default, I use 10. So this is the interpolation speed. And then now we have the values, the location and the rotation. And then we have one for crouching. So this adds on top of this. No, this is added on top of this. Okay. So let's say if I do here another negative 30, and then I crouch. So now, as you can see, it is okay. By 20 degrees, it's going to be more higher. Okay. Yeah. So this is, let's say you have a rifle weapon and you have attachments like what do we call this attachment? Wall trace values when crouching. So this is 45, and then I do say another negative 45. Okay, but that's too much though. Yeah, that's too much. But you get the point. So that's what this does, and for the speed, it's been controlled by this, and then the angle. So it will do when you're crouching by 20 degrees more, it will be active. So for the upper body, I've explained. For the animation, I've explained. So if I use blend pose, it will use the normal ELS stance, as you can see, the normal ELS stance. The reason why it's looking weird, it's because of the procedural and aim. Um, so which gun uses normal ELS stance? It's this one here. This uses the normal ELS stance. So this is the normal M4 that comes with ELS version 4. So this one also everything is set up correctly as you would expect. Everything. Yeah. So only this gun uses the normal ALS stance. Um, I don't think I've missed anything out. So this procedural and aim, like I said, this one handles the weapon transform, and then the rest of this they correct the elbow. So we have an aim elbow for the right, for the left, and then we have first person aim elbow for the right and the left. We have first person and aim and first person and aim elbow, and then we have that person aim elbow for the right and for the left. So if you get to understand the system, it's easy to manipulate and change stuff. That's the whole point. This is just the socket of the ADS. Nothing fancy about it. So lastly, the other guns that I haven't shown, maybe it will be this pistol. We have a pistol one hand, and we have a pistol two hand. I don't even know if it's there, but it should be. I might have deleted it. So this is pistol two hands. Same principles. And then the other one is this, the pistol one hand. But when he's aiming, he's using both hands. So it's same principles. So what are some of the additions that you can do on your own that I might have forgotten to add? There's some things that I think I might have forgotten to add. I don't know why. So everything is inside the structs. Inside it's supposed to be under wall trace, I think. So here you're supposed to have angle crouching and angle standing. Um, so that for each of the weapons, I think you can have different angle setups. I think for the pistol, you shouldn't be able to wall trace when you're standing because the muzzle like is too far from the ground at the moment, but you should be able to wall trace only when you're crouching. Okay, that's what I think. So if you might want to do that, just open the wall trace values and then you add angle standing and then angle crouching. There's only one angle. Then once you're done, you can come to the event graph. You click on the update layer, update weapon attributes, and then wall trace, or you can search a function wall trace. Yeah. So you can do property access. Then from property access, you do item info. Then from item info, you can do wall trace, and then you can break this. And then from there, you can get your angles. And then from here, you can use this. And then you say if you're standing, use this angle standing. If you're crouching, use this angle crouching. And then once you do that, we'll switch based on what's going on. So I think that's the only thing that I might have forgotten to add, which I will add later because I'm still working on some other few additions as I'm looking forward into tutorials and stuff. So how much time have I spent? 1 hour. So to get this project, it's on my Patreon. This is the standard version. The other version that will be there, maybe I will do with other weapon assets. But first of all, I will have to do a research on which weapon assets that I'm going to use and make them work with this perfectly as I would expect. Um, just add them all. Are the touch. Yeah, so again, if I press F, it is going to switch in. If I press V, um, yeah, and the rotation is clamped, meaning even if rotate very fast, don't have any issues. So if I hold F, it's going to unequip. Yeah, and the rotation is clamped. Meaning you won't start seeing some weird stuff. So that's all, guys. If you've managed to watch the full video, thank you, and hope you like this. Yeah, so for the integrations, I will do basic integrations. I won't do much. I will just do an integration to show you that you can make the system work. You can make the ADS work, and also maybe fix the bugs. But also I'm a freelancer. If you want me to do the merging for you, I will do it. But I will charge you more. So uh, try with the tutorial first if you can, and then along the way learn the project, fix stuff. I will help you where I can, and yeah, that's it. You have a good one. GG's.